All right, let's do it live on a First Friday Miracle edition of the program. Merely Bo, the Great Z. If there weren't 6 inches of snow, and it's just been cold the last 3 weeks, and you were gifted this day of nearing 50, small ball? Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Glove it up, put on a couple layers,
give me 9,
chase it around.
Even for 9, run around in an hour or whatever.
Don't you think?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be afraid of that
Yeah,
in the least bit.
My good friend Keith Mazie a couple of years ago played on Christmas Eve on a day like today.
Yeah.
Got a hole-in-one with his grandfather or with his dad and his son.
Because he was rewarded for being
What
stud.
a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a job out of him. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's been the snow is the snow, and it happens, but it has been so cold this month that we have like this next couple of days of warm up, and then it gets kind of chilly again.
It's felt balmy.
I mean, it
felt like summer.
It was just best weather for me
I'll
today.
tell you what I'm bummed out about is that
give it to me.
It's going to melt all the snow, and we're not going to have a white Christmas.
That seems inevitable. Right?
I mean, we've had snow basically since Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving was white. It was a white Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken.
It sure was. Yeah, it's been a month of
But you
snow.
can't just all of a sudden erase the snow the week of Santa.
It's a great point out of you. I was because isn't it tomorrow supposed to rain?
Yes.
And then that's it.
That's it.
But it's going to be like 55.
Right.
Well, yeah, that means no snow.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's mid-50s and rain, so the snow's gone.
I'm dreaming
But
of
then,
a brown
well,
Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
maybe Saturday.
Hold.
Right?
Friday, back down to 32, 94% chance of precipitation. Huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, but it's going to be 40-something on Saturday, isn't
Oh,
it?
God, then it is back to 40.
Dude, it's a roller coaster. Buckle
Then
up.
it's
This is why
32,
we're all
36.
fighting off sickness right now.
45, 44, 40. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, no.
There's no way
way
there's going to be snow on Christmas.
No, it'll be brown.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
A slush Christmas. Yeah.
That's brutal on the ski, too. Like the ski resorts and all that stuff, man. That's the rain that gets them. It absolutely sucks, man.
Yes.
No good at all. How you living?
I'm good. Big days coming up. You know, Bryce 16 tomorrow.
Oh my!
Got a lot of college info.
He's
on
16 tomorrow?
Art and Drea this week.
Well,
so it's a big week.
That's
big week.
She's a princess. I can't imagine it going anywhere other than it's supposed to.
I hope so.
How did we have never discussed that El Boods and NBC are 1 day apart?
1 day apart. Yeah.
He's the 19th.
Right.
So it's 18, 19?
Yeah, 18, 19.
Wow. My mom was 20. My dad's 21. My uncle's the 22nd.
All in December?
All in December. And then Bootsy's the 31st.
Zago is July 2nd. I'm July 4th. That was as close
that's
as
close.
I got. Yeah. With any of mine. And then Arden and Bryce are both 18ths. But separated.
Different parts of the
8
year.
months apart.
I got something for you.
And NBC's going to be what?
He'll be 14.
14. So he's 2 years behind.
2 years and a day behind
Boots.
El Boods.
How about it?
Yeah,
Love
exactly.
it.
So I went to a high school basketball game last night.
Okay.
And game was fine. But what was interesting to me is the sneakers the kids were wearing.
Okay.
Okay. So I just was paying attention to our school and our kids. And one kid, most of these I didn't even know what the brand was. I was sitting next to my buddy who I coach with, and his son was there, and he was able to decipher what the brands were. But last night in a high school basketball game, there was a kid in a pair of Antas.
Never heard of it.
Which I don't know what that is. I'm told that Kyrie wears them,
okay.
But I don't know. So Antas, there was a kid.
Overseas brand.
Whose brand, bud?
It's like a brand from overseas.
Okay, overseas.
Away
okay.
from I think Klay Thompson went to Anta at one point as well.
Okay. So Anta, Way of Wade,
never heard of
which
it.
apparently is a Dwayne. I guess Dwayne has his own shoe. So there was a Way of Wade. There was a kid that had on a pair of, I was told, Jokers. So I guess Joker has his own shoe too, like his own manufacturer.
Okay.
Is the way I understand it. There were 2 kids in New Balance, a kid in Under Armour, and then 3 or 4 in Nike, and maybe 1 in Adidas. But I was thinking,
no Jordans, not a single Jordan.
not a single Jordan. No, not one on either team. There were several Kobes. The Nikes that were out there were predominantly Kobes. I think there was a KD maybe in the mix. And I was thinking to myself how much that changed. We talk about how we get old and things are so different. There were really only two that you could wear. I mean, it was always Nike for me, always. But I do remember like Adidas having a little moment, and then there was a Reebok moment because of Allen Iverson that happened.
Well, and because of the pump.
And the pump, yeah.
There was
with
a good
D. Brown.
Cons had Larry Bird and Magic.
But that's before our. I mean, I had those when I was a
had
little
Cons,
kid.
yeah.
I had the Converse Weapon, the Laker ones, when I was a little kid. But in terms of like, by the time I got to high school, like everybody was in predominantly
Nikes
at that point. And it's just
We were a
amazing the
Converse school, I
variety.
think.
So you had to wear it.
Grandmama.
You probably wear the Grandmama
Converse.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had
And wasn't
Grandmamas.
Rex Converse too?
Rex wore some Converse for a while, and then he became like one towards the end of his.
That's right. Yeah. But like you never would have seen that
that
variety.
No, I didn't.
I haven't even heard of half of them. I didn't heard of the brands.
No, me neither. We were a kid that we had Reebok, we had British Knights.
I remember British. I never remember those for basketball. I remember those for like
Fashion.
Yeah.
Yep. I had some BKs. The BK Dimacell?
I think it was a Dimes.
Something like that, right?
Yeah. Well, everyone was trying to
And I had
compete
the
with
Converse, the React, which had that React juice. Those were the ones that we had at Moreau.
So you had to because you guys were
That was
a
our
Converse school, so
yeah.
you had to wear those. Yeah. That was. I
They had
remember
that little
well, but
gel, and then we popped them, and like it came out, and it was just like
just goo.
We
used to do the thing with the Nike Air Pockets where you, after they started to get a little wear in them, you took like a needle or a pin and go up underneath and pop the Air Pocket and then return it and be like, oh, the Air Pocket popped. New pair for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Not the best. Probably theft.
Probably a violation of some statutes, you know.
I think the upcharge was so good. I never remember them ever having much of a pushback for it.
Oh,
it was
Fila?
always kind of like, come on in. Well, that was with Grand Hill. Grand Hill with the Filas.
Most uncomfortable shoes ever. And Kobe started with Adidas.
My brother
had
had
ankle breakers.
My brother had the Kobe Crazy Eights that they call them now. They call them Crazy Eights that were, quite honestly, they had balls on the sole. It was an insane shoe. My brother had them, and I remember he hurt his ankle. I'm like, well, yeah.
Oh my God!
I bet you did.
My worst ankle injury ever was in those shoes.
You were crazy.
He was a ball. So once he got on the side of it, it rolled. Yeah, it was insane.
Well, it really
did
was.
he play in them?
He did.
That's crazy.
He played in them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. Wild. The times they have changed. My
Shaq
friend.
was a Reebok guy too.
He was. Yeah.
He
Because
had the
his
black
first ones had
tops.
the pumps. His first one had the pump in them, and remember that was the one where if you even at our Foot Locker in the hinterlands, they had like the display of his actual pump shoe. You remember that? It was like a size 20 whatever the heck, and that thing was sitting there. And I remember like that was a display. I was like, oh my gosh, he wears those things, man. Yeah.
Big
But, yeah.
foot,
You know what that means?
big
brain.
shoe, big brain. A lot of things apparently.
Practice wrapping up here shortly. Returning to practice today, Wyatt and Zach. Aiden Huntington as well. Not practicing today. Jack Conklin, Myles Garrett. That's just rest related. Mike Hall with an illness. Tevin Jenkins with a shoulder. Chief with a knee. Dylan Sampson with a hand. And Denzel Ward with a calf. Joel Batonio as well. Denzel did tell reporters he's feeling good, and the plan is for him to play versus the Bills on Sunday.
Good.
Quite honestly, we need Wyatt and Zach back because other than that, it's getting pretty thin up front, brother.
Yeah, well, you'll have Joel, which is good. It's just good to have Zach back for depth, and you'll get Wyatt back to start, I would imagine, with Tevin Jenkins nursing that injury. And frankly, I'd like to see Wyatt play out these last 3 games and have a good, strong finish here in Cleveland. So that's good news, I'd say, for the most part. It's Jack Conklin. You know, we're going on many, many weeks here with Jack Conklin, so hope that he's doing okay.
When did that injury happen?
In the middle of the Tennessee game.
Okay. It's a couple weeks then.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I have that right. It was either middle of the Tennessee game or the middle of the Niners game. I think Tennessee.
Yeah, they all end up they start to bleed together on you a little bit at this point. Oh, it's just a couple weeks ago if it's Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if you made it into that one.
If you made it into the Tennessee game?
Yeah. I think so. That was my initial recollection, was at the Tennessee game. And then KT Leviston had to come in. I could be wrong. Could be San Francisco. He's played 8 games this year. It was the Niner game. So he's missed.
It's 3 weeks.
So
then, 3 full weeks.
Tennessee and Chicago.
And we're on a Wednesday, so who knows? I mean, they don't update where they are in the protocols.
No,
so.
but typically as you're moving through, you're putting in limited practices, even
Yeah.
if it's going to be a positive.
Yeah. No sign of that going forward. So
No.
I think it's starting to, it's setting in around the league. I've noticed this, just the dialogue around the league this week with it's kind of everyone's starting to try to wrap their head around the fact of it's going to be difficult for Lamar to get in. It's going to be, obviously, Burrow's out, no Mahomes. It's kind of the realization around the league that, Josh Allen, now or never, buddy.
Now or never. Yep.
You and I at the beginning of the year thought that the two teams that had the most pressure were Baltimore, number one, and they're going to have to struggle to get in. And then Buffalo was 2, but we gave a little bit of grace to Allen just because we didn't believe this was as good a Buffalo team as the ones that
and it's not.
he's had, and
in
it's
terms of
not
complete.
But they still, my hunch is if obviously they'll get in, and when they're in, I'm assuming they'll be favored in every game they play.
Yeah.
In the postseason. So it's a pretty decent amount of pressure on them to keep it going. And the sliding doors moment of they're down 14 at Cincinnati at home 2 weeks ago, down 21 in New England. You lose either one of those games, and really they could have lost them both. And who knows what's happening in the AFC. But they're like the last chance for order to be restored in the AFC.
Yep. Yeah. It's interesting. I do. You like their chances? They should. I mean, they are favored to win for sure 2 of their last 3. They might even be favored in all 3. They might be. I think they'll be favored at home over Philadelphia.
So they got us.
By the way, I love the fact that the front of their guide is their schedule, and it lists playoffs, wild card, divisional, championship, and Super Bowl.
That's awesome. That's really great. So they go us, Eagles at home, Jets at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what expectations are, brother.
Of course.
You
And
stick
as
that
well
out
they
there and
should.
say this is what we ought to do is go track that down. And
This is where we should be.
yeah, that's where we should be. And they're a team of that, and Allen is laying claim. You think he can steal the MVP?
I think it kind of depends on the Stafford finish.
I feel like it's there for Stafford. If Stafford plays well tomorrow night.
Yeah. On national TV.
Yeah.
They beat Seattle. Yeah, I think if they end up with the 1 seed, I think it definitely could be Stafford. The guy, like Bo Nix is not, even though they right now they're the best record in the league, he's not really getting that kind of talk.
No.
Which I understand, but yeah, it feels like it's Allen or it's Stafford.
Drake May is the other one that's a high
I feel
vote
like
getter.
he needed to have a good
He needed
game.
to beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's beaten them already once this season.
Yeah.
He's playing so well. That just was an inopportune time for him to not necessarily have a very good throwing day.
I also think from a voter's perspective, and right now Stafford's better statistically, his team they're basically a wash in terms of the team records. If they both accomplish similar things, if you're a voter and you're looking at May and Stafford, you're going to say Stafford's got how many shots left at this thing? May's got a bunch. Let's give it to him.
Yes.
And he would be worthy. I mean, Stafford's season that he is having it's probably his most efficient season as a starter. I mean,
and by the way, with terrible O-line play, you look at any of the advanced metrics, their O-line has been not good, and to the point where it's very similar in terms of pass protection to what we've dealt with, and we know that people have bemoaned, how our offensive line has played this year. So he's done it under difficult conditions as well.
Dude, it is his best year. I mean, he's 67% this year. So far, 37-22, 37 touchdowns, 5 picks. His best season was his first with the Rams. His best season with the Rams was his first with the Rams. And he was 67, threw for more yards, 48-86, but 17 picks, 41 touchdowns. His best season in Detroit is probably 2011, 64%, 5,038 in 16 games, 41 in 16.
Yeah.
He's having his best season
Oh, yeah.
statistically that he's ever. In fact, like
Highest
the next
quarterback
closest
rating of his
is
career.
the first one with the Rams. He has 112.2 rating.
Yep. Highest rating of his career, highest QBR of his career.
Man. What did you make of the Dolphins benching Tua?
I think they just want to see what they've got in Quinn Ewers. Give him 3 games to take a look at it. And, Tua has not played well.
No.
It's been few and far between. Now, I would argue this is not a team that really is set up well for a quarterback right now without Tyreek Hill. It's kind of Jalen Waddle, and then you have to throw it to the tight ends. But he's turning the football over, a career-high 15 picks, leading the NFL in interceptions. And he's not playing great. So I get it. Like I said, I don't think it's the easiest situation that he's in. But his productivity, I mean, it's for the last 5 games, under 175 yards passing. He's thrown in the last 4 games 3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah.
So it just hasn't been great. You go back to the last 5 games, he's thrown 5 touchdowns, 4 picks. Just hasn't been great.
Is he movable?
I was going to say, what's the contract?
It's
look
big.
Like?
I mean, I saw
still
something
guaranteed money left.
Yeah, and I want to say this morning it was upwards of $100 million in dead cap.
Jeez.
The funny thing is, in this game against the Steelers that he just played, he was 22 of 28, 79%, 253, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a rating of 113.
So I
was
asked
actually
the
really good in
G-Man
the fourth
about
quarter,
that.
yeah.
I was going to say, G-Man said it was in the fourth quarter when they were dead and buried. And
Yeah,
had
but he was moving in the pocket in the fourth quarter. He was throwing on the run accurately.
Yeah.
Like he actually had a decent fourth, and I'm sure Pittsburgh was
It's weird, though. He hasn't thrown the ball more than – he's thrown the ball 30 times or more once in the last 8 games. This is a guy in 2023 threw it 560 times.
Yeah, spun it all over the place.
Yeah, so that's interesting. They're not throwing the ball.
Yeah, and I think so now you're going to have – I mean, it's hard to imagine a scenario where he's brought back. I'm sure they're going to try to move off of him, but the contract's going to be very difficult. So now Kyler's in that spot with Arizona. Tua's in it in Miami. You know that Mac Jones is going to be available, but San Francisco was smart, and they did him on a 2-year deal. So you're going to have to trade for Mac Jones.
And they're probably not going to let anybody trade for him.
No, not unless they benefit tremendously. They're in a position of strength.
By the way, this is big for Carolina. I mean, for Tampa. Tampa plays Miami in Miami, not this week, but week 17. That's helpful in their quest.
So
but they
Tampa
have the 2
they have the 2 with Carolina.
But now they could maybe split that one, and they maybe have a freebie.
A free win there.
Yeah.
Who does Carolina have in between the 2 Tampa games?
Carolina goes Tampa, and then Tampa, Seattle at home. So that is a much different level of – they need it. Oh, man, they're going to kick themselves. They lost that game.
They lost twice to the Saints.
Yeah.
The Bengals play the Dolphins this week.
Yes.
So that will be the rare instance of 2 former Ohio State quarterbacks, both who transferred out, went elsewhere.
Burrow and Ewers.
Going at each other. Quinn was a perfect prospect coming out of high school. He was the highest-rated quarterback prospect in the history of evaluation, was Quinn Ewers coming out of Texas. Now, it didn't end up that way because he didn't play his senior year in high school. He went to Ohio State early so he could get NIL through kombucha.
Yep.
And so because of that, he wasn't viewed that way. But as a junior, he was the highest-rated junior quarterback in the history of scouting services, was Quinn. So
yeah.
He played pretty good at Texas, too. Was a pretty good player. But that is something to monitor, certainly down in Miami. The Browns have also signed guard Wesley French to the practice squad, 6'4", 307, fourth season out of Western Michigan, originally signed with the Colts as an undrafted free agent in 2022. He appeared in 17 career games, spent time this season on the Cowboys practice squad. He will wear number 62. And those are your hot topics today, presented by University Hospital, official healthcare partner of your Cleveland Browns. Coming up next, we will meet the Buffalo Bills. We're off and running on a First Friday. You listen to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're presented by Ballybet, a special sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. All right, time to head to the podium. We're presented by Vivid Seats. Push your official fan experience package today for the ultimate game day. Here's your head coach, Kevin Stefanski.
Okay, great challenge.
You're down.
Really good football team, playing at a high level. Obviously, ton of respect for Coach McDermott and their group. Talented football players. Obviously, you watch the tape of this group, and they're doing a great job in a bunch of different areas, offense, defense, and special teams. So looking forward to the challenge and understanding that's going to take our best effort. And with that, I'll take any questions.
No Wyatt on the pre-practice injury report. Do you guys feel good that there's a good chance that he'll be able to go this Sunday?
We'll see. Yeah, not sure yet. Got to get through these practice days.
Rule out anybody that's not practicing today?
Probably wouldn't rule him out, but everybody seems to be trending in the right direction.
Samson have a broken hand?
He has a hand injury, yeah, with potentially, but he's getting better. He is getting better.
Talk about what makes Josh Allen so difficult to defend against. I mean, some of it's obvious, but I mean, what are you seeing?
Yeah, where do you start, Mary Kay? I think he's very good at all of it. You know, whether it's on schedule, the ability to make the throw to every area of the field, whether it's off schedule, to buy time and throw the ball to every area of the field, or run. And when he runs, he's like a fullback out there. So really no weakness in his game.
What challenges does Cook present, just being second in the league in rushing yards? Right?
He's outstanding. The speed on every run scheme to play between the tackles or bounce it to either side. He uses all 53 1/3 of the field. Really, really talented player. I had his brother Dalvin in Minnesota. Like, just a great kid, great family. That these guys, they run hard. They can catch the ball in the backfield. Really do it.
You talked about Josh and how great he is of a player. You guys have gone against dual threat quarterbacks before. Obviously, you play Lamar twice a year. But does the bar sort of start with Josh Allen, given just physically how different he is kind of from other quarterbacks?
Yeah, he's playing at an extremely high level. I'm sure he's right up there. I don't know who's playing better than him at the position. He's done that for a bunch of years now. But yeah, the dual threat nature of what he brings to each play is a challenge for any defense. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, there you go. Time to meet your Buffalo Bills. They're presented by Vivid Seats. They are 10-4, second in the AFC East. They are coached by Sean McDermott. He is 96-49 in 9 seasons in Buffalo, the series record.
That seems pretty good.
That's pretty good. The Browns still lead that series record 13-10. Last time out, the Bills won 31-23 in Detroit. That's the snowed-out Buffalo game where you had to move the game over to Detroit.
That's right.
I do remember that one well. Last time out, they beat the Patriots in Foxborough 35-31 in a game they were trailing by 21 points early and came back and won. Their league rankings offensively, they are very good. They are 3rd overall, 1st in the run game, 13th in passing. Defensively, they are 12th overall, 30th against the run, 2nd against the pass. The turnover differential is even. They are led by Josh Allen, who is the reigning MVP of this league. He's averaging 70%. He's averaging 70% completions. That's what he's done so far this year. 76 rather, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks, quarterback rating of 104.3. He is in the mix to win back-to-back most valuable players. For more on the Buffalo Bills, time to turn it over to Dr. Z.
Yeah, it's an explosive offense led by Josh Allen because we talked about what he's done throwing the football, but he also has run for 535 yards and 12 touchdowns, not to mention that James Cook has rushed for 1,415 yards and 10 touchdowns in his own right. Cook, 1,686 yards from scrimmage and 12 touchdowns. He and Josh Allen are the engines that make this offense go. They really don't have a dominant number one receiver. Their leading receiver is Khalil Shakir, 62 catches, 650 yards, 4 touchdowns. Dalton Kincaid, their tight end's got 523 and 5 touchdowns. Keon Coleman, 355 and 4. Dawson Knox, 353 and 3. This is not a team that has that big receiver. They've got Josh Allen. I mean, think about right now, on the ground, Josh Allen and James Cook in 14 games have combined for 2,000 yards rushing and 22 touchdowns. So
I did not realize Cook was at 1,400 yards rushing.
Yeah,
massive year.
This is coming off of last year where he ran for 1,009, led the league with 16 touchdowns. So this year he's near the league leaders in rushing. And that's basically what they do. They run it with him. They run it with Josh Allen, and then Allen, he still throws it. He's still on pace, to go over 1,000 yards this season, but it's going to be close. Like he's on pace to be kind of right there. It's going to be very, very close if he actually does make it to 4,000. But what he does with his legs, the dual threat nature of it, that is what makes him so special. And then you flip it around defensively, and this is a team, like I said, this is a team that scores. Think about it, in their last few wins here, they have scored 35 against New England, 39 against the Bengals, 44 against Tampa, 26 against the Steelers. Now, their one loss is when they scored 19. Another loss that they've had recently, they scored 13. In fact, in their 4 losses this year, they've scored 20 or fewer. Their winning totals, 41-30, 31-31, 40, 28, 44, 26, 39, 35. So you have to shut them down. You got to hold them to 20 to even have a chance against this football team. That's how effective that they have been so far this year with everything that they do as an offense and just what they're – Josh Allen, singular greatness, right? Mm-hmm. That's who he is. On that defensive side of the football, 31 sacks so far this year. They don't really get to the quarterback, what I would call greatly. Their leading sack getter is Joey Bosa. They've got Bosa. They got Gregory Rousseau. So those are kind of the big names there. Ed Oliver, obviously, on this team, but he's been hurt only 3 games this year, so he's out of there. So in the middle, they've got Daquan Jones, who's got 3 sacks. They've got Deion Walker, their 4th-round pick. Larry Ogunjobi on this team as well. TJ Sanders, a 2nd-rounder this season for them. Those are kind of the rookies. Linebackers, they still got the great Matt Milano, although he's been in and out of the lineup this year, just 51 tackles. They don't have like a giant tackle guy. Cole Bishop, their safety, leads with 76. Jordan Poyer, former Brown, 59. The linebackers, you got Milano, Bernard, and Shaq Thompson all right around 50. Cole Bishop's got 3 picks. That leads the team as well. They're not great. They're not terrible. You can run on them. That is the one thing teams have been able to do all year. 5.4 yards a carry, 143.1 yards, and 23 rushing touchdowns they've allowed. 23, but their pass defense is number 2 in the league, just 6.2 yards attempt, 170 yards a game. Teams, I think, are just running more because, quite frankly, they can against them. They have not been a great third down defense, 25th in the NFL there. But, again, they beat you by outscoring you. The games they've lost are the games where they have not scored more than 20 points. It's just kind of that simple for them. You got to slow down what is a dynamic offense. It's an offense as well that's not afraid to go for it on 4th down. They've gone for it 22 times on 4th down. Similar to us, we've gone 26. They've been more successful, 14 to 22. So, and they're a very good third down offense, so they have fewer opportunities. They're the number 4 third down offense, 46% conversions. Number 1 running offense, number 3 total offense, number 3 scoring offense. This is an offensive football team. That's how they win.
It's amazing about him. Among many things, and there aren't many examples of this, but the great ones have done it. Like Lamar did this and Josh did it. They became accurate.
Yeah,
and that's something that typically historically in the league, either you're accurate or you're not, and if you're not, you find other ways, and you can win both ways. You don't have to be pinpoint. But Josh became accurate. I think you forget, like he's 53%,
yep.
And then 58
59
in year 2.
Yep. And then 69, 63, 63, 66, 64, 70.
Yeah, like he just became accurate. His average yards per attempt is 8.1 this year. The rushing stuff's crazy with him. He's 3 straight seasons over 10 touchdowns, 15, 12, and 12, including this year. And it just goes to show you, I was having this conversation over the weekend about, I really think that the hardest thing that you can do in sports is draft a quarterback. I just think it's so hard.
It is.
And there's a billion examples of organizations, and I think Allen's a great example. Like, this is a kid who was not evaluated really at all coming out of high school, goes the JUCO route, ends up at Wyoming of all places, and then really I want to say was it his sophomore or his junior year was better than his junior or senior year. His last year at Wyoming, he lost some weapons, and he wasn't as good. And so you go into that draft, and obviously we picked number 1 overall, and we had Bake in that draft, and you go into that draft and you think, well, what does that look like? How do I possibly envision that at the next level? Can he become accurate? Can he become somebody? Will the way that he plays, is it sustainable when being hit by NFL players?
Well, he had horrible fundamentals in throwing the football, and you got to give him a lot of credit because he's worked so hard, and now he has almost perfect fundamentals, and that stuff matters. That stuff matters bigly. He was off balance. The weight was all on one foot. His back foot was in the air. They were showing a lot of these clips. Actually, it was on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
They were showing him because J.J. McCarthy's in the midst of a fundamental transformation as well. They're going to focus obviously more on the offseason for it.
Sure.
But did a lot of the things. His shoulders were tilted. His foot was up. He wasn't kind of in balance, in line, on plane, and he's really worked on that, and he's done it. I mean, here's the crazy thing, too. We're talking about those completion percentages. His air yards per attempt when he completed 52% was 5.4. His air yards per attempt when he was at 58 was 6.7. It's been, since then, 8.5, 7, 7.6, 7, 8.3, 8.2, and his completion percentages have gone up and up. So he's throwing the ball down the field more
Right.
and more accurately, and that's why, he is the MVP. He's been top 5 in the MVP voting in 3 straight years and 4 of the last 5. He's quite good. Quite good.
He's got a chance to be the face of the league. And he's already kind of a co-face of the league with Mahomes. And
this is the year he needs to win it.
This is his time to elevate up to that, if that actually happens. What you're talking about with him breaking through his mechanics and starting over there, that's that word that we use, humanalytics. Like, you don't know if someone's willing to do that.
Yep.
Are you willing to put in the work to change what you are for the betterment of your long-term career? It's going to be hard, and you don't know that until you get him in your building and get a feel for it. You don't know who's going to take that or not.
Of course.
And he took it.
He's been good in the playoffs, 25 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 66% completion, and a rating of 102. I mean, the year that they got knocked out in 2021 where he had that crazy game with Mahomes, in 2 games that year he completed 77% of his passes for 637 yards, 9 touchdowns, no picks, and a rating of 149, and they did not advance. I mean, that to me is a little bit – that's nuts.
Well, the one where Mahomes went the length of the field in like 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's 21.
That's 21.
Yeah, that's a crazy game.
That was the most stupefying loss that I've ever seen in real time.
Yeah.
Because it just is like no one can do that. It was finally going to be over, and that was probably the best Bills team.
Yeah, and that's been his Achilles heel, right? Has been that team, and now you have an opportunity to not have to deal with them.
No.
Like, this is the year that they need to go.
I mean, this is pretty crazy. Year 2, 10-6, 13-3, 11-6, 13-3, 11-6, 13-4, 10-4.
Yeah.
Since he's been there. Franchise with capital F quarterback for Josh Allen. Vivid Seats, official fan experience partner of your Cleveland Browns. We just talked about the upcoming Bills game. Want to attend in VIP style? Head to vividseats.com/Browns and purchase your one-of-a-kind fan package today. We'll play a little 4 downs of college football coming your way next. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Add more fun to your fandom with the Ballybet Sportsbook app. Download today, get 50 back in bonus bets. You place your first wager of 10 or more. Ballybet, official sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. It's like you're wrapping paper there, wrapping presents, buddy.
I already got a head start on that. I told you. I got like 13 or 14.
That's a good job.
You know already.
I don't know how to do it.
What, rap?
Really?
Can't do
Oh,
it.
I'm horrible at it, but I do it.
Oh, I'm good at
I
it.
do it.
Mine
It's
are
awful.
pretty.
It's
I
awful.
use so much paper.
Yeah, I use so
I
much
use way
paper.
too much paper.
I got,
It's just,
same.
I can't, and I've watched videos. They're like, you've been doing it all wrong. Try it diagonal. And so then I do it, and it doesn't work.
No.
I'm watching the video, and I'm like, but why does it?
Because
His is
certain
perfect.
people
I
can do
can't-
it.
My wife's look like they're come right out of, like,
Yeah,
right out of
guess
jolly
what?
old St. Nick's bag. I don't
They
know
all
how
look.
she does it.
They all look the same once they're opened.
For sure. I do the point where, like, I oftentimes the bottom of, and they're always to her because she wraps the ones for the boys. So it's always presents that I get for her. Like, I will put them down because I never get it to match up on the bottom. So I'll just put it
That's
so that
okay. If you make a mistake, no one's seeing that
no
part.
one's seeing it. I can't do it. I've
Yeah.
tried. Man's got no limitations. Mine
Yeah,
are that.
same. Yeah. I'm
Gift
not. I'm
bags.
not trying to win
Mine
a
are that.
rapping
No.
contest.
She dropped the following last night. I get a little bit of time.
Oh no, we got time.
All right. So last night I'm on my way home and I was on a work call and she keeps trying to ring in to me while I'm on my way home. And I'm like, okay, fine. So eventually I get home. She is in a state of disarray. It appears that she's been crying. The boys are kind of scrambling around. NBC's got a basketball game, so we got to get to that at 6. She goes, "There's a mouse in the house."
Oh my god, it's like the squirrel in Christmas Vacation.
And I go,
Chaos.
I'm like, okay, like we'll get it sorted out. We'll sort it. No, you don't understand. Buddy killed it. Buddy killed a mouse.
Even better.
I go. She goes, "There's blood." So Beebsy's scared of it. He doesn't want any part of it. So Bootsy, fine young champion, gets a shovel, and he eradicates the mouse situation.
Boots.
Yeah, I was very proud of him.
Dude, Asa is a 13-pound Chihuahua Jack Russell.
Yeah.
She eats them.
Oh, like swallow?
Swallowed whole. And then sometimes she'll like barf up their intact carcass.
Oh, that's a lot.
No, she is a
So
savage.
she goes, "Is he going to eat it?" And I said, "Honey, if he was going to eat it, it would already be
He'd have been eating
gone." So
Asa Woody would
he
eat it.
clearly caught it. So I'm like, it's going to be fine, like this very normal behavior. But then she goes, "Is he a murder dog?" I go, first of all, I've never heard murder dog before.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't think he's a murder dog. My guess is it's a toy for him, and he thought he was that he was playing with it, and like he's proud. Like, look what I did! I got a new toy.
what I brought you.
Got a new toy. So this morning, somebody actually sent me a clip or sent me a picture they did of Buddy Garrity with a teardrop underneath his eye and then a dead mouth hanging from his mouth.
First
I said, "That's well done. That's a very good job out of
first
you."
known
Well, known. Now, remember, he got the bunny this summer.
Sure.
They don't know about that.
Yeah, right.
And they don't know when I'm on the air, so they're never going to hear this. But he did kill a
First
bunny.
family known.
He
Right.
did kill a bunny this summer that he got. So now we have 2 murders on his rap sheet.
He might have a high prey drive.
He might.
Like my dog.
I think Asa's
might.
honestly.
my
goodness,
one dog.
I mean,
will go after. I mean,
They'll go and
Roxy's killed groundhogs.
Yeah.
Like,
Asa's
she'll
probably
go
got
after deer.
20
get 20 kills of mice.
at least, and then the bird she caught out of the air.
She might be a cat. Honestly, cats do that. Cats, like we had barn cats that would do that. They would whack birds out of the air and kill them.
She just
they do the same thing.
left and got it. Just
Yeah, she might be half cat.
No, she's not a cat.
I mean, that's a cat behavior. The mouse hunting and the birds. I mean, that's what cats do.
Well, I
We
just
barn
think she's
cats that would do that.
small, so she has to pick her.
Maybe she views
game.
them all as threats.
Yeah,
She
does-
might view
probably
them all
does.
as threats. Like, this could come get me. I'm going to sort it out.
Or it could come get Lucas. She's very protective of
Well,
Lucas.
you're not going to have that.
Yeah.
So I found out, like, she was like, "Do we call Orkin?" I'm like, "You can't have Orkin in the woods." So, like, you can't Orkin the whole property. Like, what are we talking about? So I go out, and this morning I was like, "What is he doing?" And he did this last night, and what I found out is that he's been scamming me. So when it comes time to go to the bathroom, he comes in and he puts his head on, like, the arm rest of the chair that I'm sitting in or the couch. He puts his head on there. That means, Dad, I got to go to the bathroom. Well, the last couple of weeks, he's been doing it like 6 times a night. I'm like, "Dude, you were just out. What is going on?" So last night I put him out, and I couldn't. I'm like, "Where is he?" And so I turned off all the lights. I'm like, "I'm going to spy on this punk and see what he's up to." Well, what he's doing is he's going to all these spots around the property where apparently animals have been, and he's playing a little game of hide and seek a little bit. And when I went out last night, and he is standing up like as if he's a statue, staring at the tree, looking at something in the tree, and he will not move, won't move. So I'm like, well, that's odd. So I'm like, idiot, come on, let's go, get in. So this morning I go out, and he was doing it again. He was staring. So I get on, I go outside. Well, the mice have formed a nest underneath the padding in one of the basketball standards.
Okay.
So they went under there. They were getting all the acorns and all that stuff, and they had them all stored in there. Well, Buddy found it, and that's where we get mouse murder.
That's right.
That's where it happened.
That's addition by subtraction.
It's a win. It's a win. I said, we don't need Orkin. We got a dog.
Exactly.
Sorted it out.
Golden.
Sorted it out.
I like that.
Yeah.
For him.
Job well done.
I did all right.
Yeah, good.
He's
How
very
How
proud of
much
himself.
blood really was
I'm
there?
proud of him.
It's great.
How much blood was there?
I didn't see it.
Okay, well then there clearly wasn't that much.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it was a few droplets. Like, I don't
Exactly.
think there was much. And like I said, like if he was going to eat it, it would already be gone.
Yep.
Like he eats his food in one gulp. He didn't chew any of it. So I don't know why it would stop with a mouse. But for him, it was like a toy.
Yeah,
Like a little,
Nope.
my little buddy.
That's what Roxy came to me the other night, like three times within like a half hour. I'm like, what do you
What is
want,
going
dog?
on?
Yeah. She wants out. She's spotted something. It's squirrel. Like the squirrels are fat. They're a little slower.
They
She's
are.
like, I can catch one.
I got him. Got him.
I had to deal with Sunday night when I got back. Monica's like, hey, you have to go out with the dogs. I'm like, I have been outside. It's been cold.
Yeah.
I've been on a plane. I would like to not. She's like, you have to. Like, coyote was spotted in one of the yards 2 doors down. I'm like, oh, well, that could be a problem.
I don't think so. I think that the coyote seeing your two dogs
doesn't want any part
because
of
they're
that.
big, right?
Correct.
They're bigger dogs.
They're-
I think
they're
that
50
coyote's
pounds
gone.
and
That coyote doesn't
90
want any part of
pounds.
that.
They're so
Yeah, it doesn't-
skittish.
yeah, they're
unless
skittish.
it's rabid, but that's rare. So
Correct. And that's
they would be
why I'm like, if you just turn on the lights and you make a
Yeah.
little noise,
There's-
that thing's gone.
So then I asked, like, what is the apex predator of Ohio? I don't even know. We don't really have one.
Any bears?
I mean, I think there are some black bears that,
Yeah, like
that
black
kind of
bear.
migrate, but they don't. Black bear aren't hunters.
No.
They're forage. I mean, they're essentially scavengers.
Some type of a hawk or an eagle.
Probably that. Probably be an eagle. There are eagles. That's probably the apex predator. Like,
There are some big ones that sit on the light posts along
Yeah.
480 on the way out here.
Yeah,
Like
those guys feast.
big.
But they're predominantly scavengers too. They just have a better agent than the vultures.
Yeah.
and that's why we view them differently. But
The apex predator in Ohio is man.
well, that's would clearly be. But I don't know what else. Yeah, because like coyotes are scared of everything.
Yeah.
in my
we don't get
experience.
any timber wolves.
No,
Just
there's
Minnesota.
no mountain lions. There's no any of that. Like there's a lot of them, and I don't even know if we have we might have poisonous snake in like southern Ohio. They might have like rattlesnakes, but up here we don't.
No.
We don't have any of that.
We do have some black widows though, and brown recluse
There you go.
spiders.
Spiders.
At
Apex
the
predator.
stadium.
Oh man.
Be careful with those. I've never seen a black widow.
Oh, no, the
Me
brown
neither.
recluse.
Oh yeah.
That's what those ones are at the stadium?
Yeah, you'll be fine. You're inoculated.
I am not inoculated.
I don't think.
I don't
there
think
is.
anybody is.
I don't think there is.
I just watched Nathan try to kill him, and I laugh.
Yeah, that's good. Want him dead.
Yeah,
That's right.
do the dirty work for me.
There was a time I was in Arizona and we'd rented this house, and at the pool of the house there just happened to be like I guess either a yellow jacket or a bee hive right around the pool, and so we were under siege. And I went out there with my flip-flop and I went to town. It was a sad day for them. I was hiding the pool as soon as they got anywhere. Ba-bam.
Yeah.
Ba-bam. A
Yeah.
flip-flop can be a great weapon against a
Oh
bug.
yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Squish.
When you get those hives, that's when you got problems. Because then you got to make sure you take them all out at once, or you got a big problem on your hands.
Big problem. There was a in the tree in our front yard. Once all the leaves fell off, I looked up and I said, "What is that?"
Not
and
great.
There was. They're gone now because I guess
Yeah.
they take off in the winter. It was a wasp nest. I mean, it must have been this big. Like I was hitting it with wood to knock it down. And when I did, and then it comes in the honeycomb type in the inside.
Yeah.
It was nuts, but it was massive.
Yeah. That's crazy. Dude.
Massive, like as big as your upper body.
Imagine if that thing fell in the middle of summer. Now what are you dealing with? You got a problem on your hands,
Chaos, brother.
Straight up chaos.
chaos.
Can't handle that. All right, time for the segment that continues to sweep the nation, your one-stop shop for college football. Football of the collegiate variety. Time for four downs with Uncle Bo and college football Nate. Hello, Gibby.
We took a week off last week just because it was Army-Navy week and
Sure.
the Heisman, and that was it. Time for a little playoff edition.
Let's do it.
Hit
Games
it, Kev.
this weekend.
This weekend.
First down.
If you're Ohio State, would you rather play Miami or Texas A&M, and why? College football, man.
Whoever wrote this is scared.
That's the correct Buckeye answer.
Does not matter.
Just called out the G-man.
Does not matter. Doesn't matter. If the Buckeyes play their game, they beat everybody. They win the Natty again. Period. Doesn't matter. Line them up. We'll knock them down. You want it to be the U? Great. You want to invoke the name of John Football? Fine. Doesn't matter. I really makes no difference to me at all.
Really similar teams in their makeup. Miami's got a freshman receiver that's a real dude that would be someone you'd have to contend with. Both defensive fronts are really good. Reuben Bain from Miami is going to be a top 10 pick in this year's NFL draft. So that gives you a little pause based on the way Ohio State, their struggles with the Indiana defensive line. It gives you a little pause there. Both of them, defensive line-wise, will be better than anybody Ohio State's played this year. I think the correct answer here, just to play along with G-Mans, I think I'd rather play Carson Beck just because he's a little bit of a statue. He typically falters in the big moment, pretty big. And the kid, Marcel Reed from A&M, he's a little bit of a water bug. Like he's tough to get into to track down sometimes. And I think his dual threat nature would be a little bit more of a problem. I don't think either one of these are – I think they'll be fine either way. But I suppose if I had to pick to play along with G-Man's game, I'll go with Miami.
I think you would also go Miami. Isn't this game going to be played at Texas Stadium?
It is. It's a good point out of you, Gibbe. What's really interesting about that, though, is they chose that.
I know.
So they chose to play in Dallas versus playing in Miami. In Miami, it would have 100% been a home field for Ohio State. At Texas Stadium, if it's Texas A&M, it won't be.
Correct.
Now, the Buckeyes will still be big, but it'll be it'll be the biggest game Texas A&M's played in God knows how long if it's Ohio State, Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl. And the only thing I can think about this, I forgot to ask Ryan about this, but the only thing I could think is that distraction-wise, Dallas provides next to none. Distraction-wise, Miami provides bountiful.
Great many.
South Beach.
Yeah, and Jeremiah. I mean, a lot of those guys are from South Florida, so there's that part of it too. So maybe that's what he was thinking there. But, yeah, I guess Miami by a small margin. Both are really good, though.
Yeah. Next.
Second down.
Prediction time. Who wins? Oklahoma, Alabama, Friday night.
In the words of Hanford Dixon, the top dog, roll Tide.
It is really tough to beat a team twice, and Oklahoma has beaten Oklahoma's beaten Alabama the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year kept them out of the playoff. This year, damn near did. I think Bama gets right in this one, and I think they get enough with Ty Simpson to get it going. Johnny Mateer has not been the same since he underwent surgery right before the Texas game, and he hasn't quite been the same. So I think Alabama – I'll take Alabama to win that one.
If Alabama loses, if we are wrong, which I don't think we will be, but if they lose, is the board gone?
People at Michigan think that. I don't know why he would sign up for what's waiting up there.
Yep.
They don't know who they don't have a president. The athletic director is going to get fired. You have a roster in shambles.
Yep.
Why would he sign up for that? Like he just had a top 5 recruiting class at Alabama.
Yeah.
He has Keelan Russell, who was the number 2 quarterback in last year's class, who's the heir apparent to Ty Simpson. Like, why would you leave that? And I know, like, following Saban's a pain in the neck, and like dealing with him in town's probably a pain in the neck. But still, like, you're signing up to clean up a big mess in Ann Arbor.
Yes.
Miami, Texas A&M. Who do you think will end up winning? This is the early game on Saturday, like at noon, I think.
This is noon because they put it away from the NFL. So
that's right.
Oklahoma, Alabama's Friday night, and then this one's at noon. I think I'm going to go A&M and Kyle Field and all that comes with that. If this should be a night game, though, they should not have worried about the NFL.
That's right.
And they should have done the service to Texas A&M and the players and the fans. This should have been a night game at Kyle Field. It would have been an electric atmosphere.
What do you think about this? Should they have played the first round games last weekend and then a bye week to New Year's Eve.
This should be the quarterfinals.
Yes.
They should have played the first round last weekend. The quarterfinals should be this weekend, and then take a bye to the national semifinals on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then crown the champion on the first Saturday that is after that. I mean, this is so simple.
Yep.
Zagura,
Agree, and I think Texas A&M wins this game.
All right. Ole Miss and Tulane is the middle game on Saturday.
This game's already been played, and Ole Miss won like 45-17.
Tulane has no chance in this game, but I'm going to say Tulane because our former did her senior project with us, Rivers Ashen, is now down at Tulane.
Oh, I didn't know
the
that.
Green Wave. So, and Ole Miss, I think there's got to be some type of bad fault. Like, they don't have the guy who coached them.
Pete Golding had a great. He's now the head coach at Ole Miss. He was the interim, and then they made him the permanent. He had a great line about they were asking like about NIL and all of that, and he said that the players live in the same country club neighborhood he does.
It's pretty good.
Quarterbacks at Ole Miss make as much as defensive coordinators.
Next, well,
it's Oregon.
Oregon. Yes.
Next,
Third down.
ESPN.com ranked the top 50 players in this year's college football playoff.
I haven't seen it.
And Bo, if you haven't seen it, how many Buckeyes made the top 10?
5. Julian Sane, Jeremiah Smith, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate. 5.
Bo, have you seen this?
I have not seen this list. I'm going to go 4.
You're excluding Carnell Tate.
Yeah. I'm going to go Julian, Arvell, Caleb, and Jeremiah.
All right. I can tell you, let me give you the top 10 right now.
By the way, Ohio State had 7 first-team All-Americans this year, and they had 4 consensus first-team All-Americans. That's never happened before. 4 consensus first-team All-Americans.
Number 1 is Fernando Mendoza on this list.
No, it's ridiculous.
Number 2
really
is
nice
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker.
He's
Texas
really good.
Tech. Number 4 is David Bailey, Texas Tech linebacker.
You tell me 2 Texas Tech linebackers are 4 and 5?
What are we doing?
3 and 4.
3 and 4?
What are we doing?
Okay, this is a stupid list.
Julian Sand is number 5.
Okay.
Cassius Howell, defensive lineman, Texas A&M, is 6.
He's good, but come on.
Caleb Downs is number 7.
Okay.
C.J. Allen, linebacker, Georgia, is number 8. He's a
Where's Arvell Reese? Arvell Reese, you're going to tell me that there's 4
Ruben
defensive
Bain,
players ahead of him?
defensive lineman from Miami, is 9.
Arvell better be 10.
Number 10 is Casey Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
That's embarrassing. That's really an embarrassing list. That there
Hold
are
on.
2 linebackers
Yeah.
at Texas Tech that are better than Arvell Reese. Jacob Rodriguez he's had a better year. I don't know if he's better than Arvell Reese, but that's ridiculous.
Let me enlighten you on this. Number 11 is an Ohio State player, but it's not Arvell Reese. It's Caden Curry.
Well, he's Caden Curry?
That's right. Number 13.
He had a really good year, but he isn't even the
Arvell
All-American.
He had a great game in the Big Ten championship game.
Isn't Arvell Reese like number 1 on
Yep.
Dane
Hold on. We're
Brugler's
still
big board?
scrolling, kids. 13 is Caden McDonald.
See, that's the one that I would have thought would have been. So they have Caden
That's the
Curry
better
that
team.
high?
Number 16 is Arvell Reese.
That's silly. That's really silly.
They have Malachi Toney ahead of him, the freshman from Miami.
He's good.
Emmanuel Pregnon, the guard from Oregon. Kawan Lacey, running back, Ole Miss. Yeah.
Yeah, Arvell
16.
should have been up there. I mean, we're arguing. I mean, he's still a top 20 player in all of college football. So, so in other words, they have 6 of the top 20 are Ohio State players.
That's right.
Good Lord, they better win the national title.
Yes.
Final one.
4th down.
Fact or fiction, Michigan should hire Ohio State DC Matt Patricia as their next head coach.
I don't think Matt. I mean, I don't know where. I don't think you can hire somebody at that job right now who has not been. By the way, can you imagine how that would go over in Detroit after the way that he's viewed by Lions fans?
Yeah, I would say not good.
So not good. You can't. That job is going to have to be filled by someone who has coached major college football before in a big way.
Fiction.
Because the experience that is required to fix that is going to be extensive. I'll tell you a guy,
fiction.
But I don't think he would do it either. But like Jeff Hafley, who's S's boy, he's currently the DC at the Packers and will probably be an NFL head coach this
He was
year.
the head coach at Boston College, was he not?
He was.
He was.
Yeah. And then he left to be the defensive
DC.
coordinator at Green Bay.
Yep.
But you got to be a head coach somewhere, man, to try to navigate that. So, fiction.
That's college football, 4 downs, first-round playoff edition.
There you go. Shador Sanders coming up in the second hour of the program, which comes up next. You'll listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. The new Rumpke Recycling and Resource Center, one-of-a-kind facility located in Ohio that can process 250,000 tons of material annually, over 50 Ohio counties. Learn more about how they can help keep our communities clean and green by visiting rumpke.com. Time to head to the podium, presented by Vivid Seats. Purchase your official fan experience package today for the ultimate game day. Here's your starting quarterback, Shador Sanders.
What's going on?
You're down.
How y'all doing? Well.
What did you see looking back on the film of the game against Chicago?
I just got to play better. Yeah, I just can't make those costly turnovers, and have the expectation to win.
How do you avoid the desire to maybe try to press and get back in the game when you guys fall behind? Can you do anything to not do that?
Just stay focused.
Shador, on the second deep ball to Isaiah, it looked like when he was emotional, you kind of said something to him. Did you change his route at that moment, or?
You funny, bro. You funny. All right.
I mean, as a whole, just like how confident are you? What was that process like? Like seeing stuff on the field and making those checks, and just being able to communicate and make changes on the field. What's that process like?
Yeah, it's exciting knowing that the mental side and the progress is there, being able to see what they're doing and have an understanding, and mismatches and trying to get to those, earlier on.
Shador, are teams baiting you into making mistakes because you're a rookie, or when you look at the film, do you see anything like that?
I think people do that to all quarterbacks. I think that's what defense is.
Are you finding a personal balance between building off of the things that you're succeeding in and some of those deep passes that make you feel a little confident, and then also looking at the film and doing what you said, trying to play
Yeah, I just got to get more completions. I got to get more completions. And even whenever we're down or anything, I can't press. I just got to remain having those mental notes to myself, just work within the game and just keep driving the ball, get first downs.
I know there's what do you think the difference is? You were the best at completing passes in Colorado, 70% plus. Is it just the difference in competition here and defense is more sophisticated? Or what do you count for your completion percentage?
I think I got to complete the ball more, honestly. There's no excuse when it comes to that.
When you talk about building trust with the guys, is that an area where it can go kind of up and down through the season, where 1 week feels better, like you guys are on the same page, but it could dip the next week? Like, is it always going to be a work in progress?
No, it's always going to be a work in progress. It's relationships. All relationships ain't always the best, but you still stick together through everything. So just because 1 week, we're well connected, and the next week we're a bit off, that don't mean that we didn't have progress. It's a lot of game that there's positive things that we could take from that. When it comes to trust, when it comes to different things, learning abilities, and just different things that different tasks take forward, like when the game happens. So every moment, every rep, everything is extremely important on building our connection.
What's the great equalizer for teams when they bring the pressure? It seems to be like that's the game plan defensively against you. Like last week, Chicago, I think, came in like pressure maybe 30% of the time, and they dialed it up for you. So, as a quarterback, how do you neutralize that?
Well, I'm just excited that I'm able to get everybody's best. I'm excited about that. That makes me feel proud. That I have that. I'm just getting in the league and my feet settled and everything, so I get excited knowing I'm able to face those challenges, because you gotta understand this year right here, this the worst it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this the foundation. This is where I'm building from. This is where I'm understanding different things. This is where everything's translating for me. So I'm excited about it. I'm extremely excited about it, because I know we're gonna get them. I know we're going to get him eventually.
What about Josh Allen? Is Josh Allen somebody that you have admired over the years? What do you like about his game, and what are some things about his game that maybe you have tried to emulate?
Yeah, Josh Allen, he's a great player. It's really good.
Shador, what would be a satisfactory completion percentage for you in the NFL?
I mean, you can't. I'm not really looking in the numbers. I'm looking in the wins. So that achieves everything. I talked to Jameis like a couple weeks ago, and then he went crazy. He threw for some crazy yards, but he was like, "Nah, bro. Like, the most important thing is the wins. And having that guidance, having that knowledge. From a vet like him, it truly like helped me understand. A little bit more. I always knew, of course, winning, and that's the final goal. That's what everybody's in this league to do. So, you just got to focus on that. And the more plays you stack, the more completions you rack up, the better chance you have at winning. So, have I been playing winning football lately? No, I don't think so. But it's something I have self-evaluated and apply to my game.
How do you know Jameis?
I just know him. I don't know.
What do you guys connect over? How do you relate to each other?
We both people. We both people. I don't. Jameis not here right now, so I don't think it's respectful, to speak on his behalf in the locker room full of other great teammates and other quarterbacks that's here, that's helped giving me wisdom also. But that's just a person. That's just a thing that triggered me to just speak his name because that was a conversation we had at one point.
Shador, when you talk about progress, and you're hard on yourself for those interceptions, but what progress did you make in that game last week?
Kept playing. That's progress. Of course, it's not the result, we want to do, and I definitely take that to heart, because I understand when I play winning football and when I don't. So it's kind of like understanding that, evaluating that, and just moving forward.
Shador, we talked to Jerry about just teams kind of showing you certain looks at the line of scrimmage, like a simulated blitz and then drop it into a coverage. You always talk about your self-evaluation and trying to get better each week. Just how do you feel like you've gotten better at sort of diagnosing some of those things and recognizing some of those things pre-snap?
I think as weeks go on, I mean, you gotta understand, I'm comfortable under pressure. It's just we just gotta all be together. We gotta all, like, my whole career I played under pressure, externally, on the field, off the field. Like, that stuff doesn't faze me. You get what I'm saying? It's just the only thing is we just gotta be able to make it translate. We all gotta be on one accord. We all gotta be, more of a team, when it comes to that. So, like, that it's just work in progress, and I'm excited about that,
What's the biggest difference? What's the biggest difference you've noticed between college defense and NFL defense so far?
It's more structured.
Structured how?
Structured as in it's more organized.
How have you adjusted to that?
Great. I mean, I recognize, I see what they're doing. Each and every rep, is helping. Is very helpful. It's knowing what, exactly I'm looking at pre-snap. But a lot of that comes with trial and error. That comes with getting reps. That comes with practicing, playing. Like, that's what it comes with. Mine just so happens to be in the game, so it's cool, and I'm excited about it. But that's just each and every week, each and every day. I feel like I get better.
Said Tillman, Kevin Stefanski said should be able to play more than the 7 snaps he played last week. So how much might it help you guys and help you have set out there?
Yeah, Sed's a great player, for sure. But whoever's on the field, whoever's not. Like, I just focus on my job, and what I got to do. And I know they're going to do their job and what they got to do. So I'm excited that he's back. I'm excited that a lot of people are back this week. But I just got to focus on completing the ball.
Sure, we're going to take a couple more.
You take it 1 week at a time, but what are some of the things that you're hoping to leave on tape as the season kind of wraps up?
Wins? Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the thing that excites us all. That the chance that we get to go out there and play football.
Hey, Shador, Jerry was just talking about your ability to throw the deep ball, what that does for the offense and open things up. How much pride do you take in the ability to throw an accurate deep ball, like we saw Sunday?
I just feel like it's just a throw. Like, I just feel like it's a throw. I try to, anytime, we throwing the ball any distance, I want to complete it. And those been getting completed lately. But that don't mean that, I stopped working and I stopped doing everything just because we have some type of success with it. But you got to be better, well-rounded, all the way around. We can't just be a deep ball thrower. We got to be able to complete, the stuff when it's not there, when the deep ball not there. So that's what I'm trying to get better with in my game.
Is that other stuff tougher for you?
No, it's not. That stuff requires more like same page. Deep balls is more like you can anticipate a little more, because you know the area, around where they're going to be, the margin of error, you have for them in those reps. It's easier, but you just got to always be on the same page, and you always got to, as soon as like for example, and what game was it? It was Tennessee game. The dialogue me and Jerry have, the dialogue me and all the receivers have when it's a different type of game. Hey, get your eyes around a little quicker. We're going to have to get to these spots a little faster. Because I may be there, but then it may have not developed fully yet. But then it's just playing on the same time, thinking the same thing. So all that stuff comes with understanding each other, and that's just a tough thing. That's just a tough thing, we dealt with.
Shador,
It's the last one.
Bills have one of the better pass defenses in the NFL, one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. How beneficial would it be for both you and the offense if that run game could kind of get going this week against Buffalo?
Yeah, whatever's called. Run past anything, speed option. I'm ready for it. So whatever it takes to win, I'm excited for it. And having those challenges, going against the Bears, going against all these great teams, I'm excited for it. I never duck challenges, and I'm thankful for it because I'm able to see, I'm able to see everything.
All right, coming up next, Dr. Z will attempt to guess the scores. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily. We're presented by Ballybet, official sports betting partner of Cleveland Browns. Please bet responsibly on 850 ESPN Cleveland. All right, here we go. Browns fans, join us December 21st, Huntington Bank Field. Your Cleveland Browns face off against the Buffalo Bills. Be sure to catch this AFC matchup live. Secure your seats now by visiting clevelandbrowns.com/Bills. Time for another installment of Guess the Scores. Week 15, kids, inching closer. We were talking off air. I think this would be very difficult the old way because of where some of these NFL teams are. Everybody's fired up and ready to play in October.
Yep.
November still now
tough.
We had crazy ones last week.
So are we reverting back this week?
I would be for that because I think we can keep
Let's
a
see what
tab
he
on
does.
both.
But we'll keep a tab on. I'll star anyone that I get
that you get
perfect
nailed
on.
it. Okay, all right. You ready?
So halfway
because I think
either
this
way.
is.
It changes how I'll do it, but maybe I'll luck into some.
Well, how do you prefer it? Do you want to try it one more time the new way, or do you want to go back to the old way?
Let's try it the new way.
Okay, your attempt will
I'm
be
gonna
the
try
new
to,
way, and
but
then we'll
I
keep
still
track.
have the half. Yeah, keep track if I get it the old way.
If it would go the old way, what it would be. All right, we start on Thursday night football. It's the game of the weekend, I do believe. I mean, there's a couple. Bears, Packers, good too, but this is essentially for first place in the NFC and the bye that goes with it. It is Rams at Seattle. The atmosphere will be electric. It is on Prime. Al, Kirk, and Kaylee on the call. Rams at Seahawks.
Seattle minus 1.5.
Nailed it. Exactly.
Right.
So that surprises me. That
That's a
surprises me. I thought it would be Rams 1.5. But it's Seattle 1.5.
Seattle's going to they're at home. So to me, when you get it, if they're saying the Rams are a better team, but it's in Seattle. That's what I thought they would say.
I wonder if the Devontae Adams is a part of that too.
Could be.
Yeah. All right, there you go. 1-0. All right, we're on to Saturday. This is one that probably looked good when it was scheduled, less so now, but it is Eagles at Commies. Joe Davis, Greg Olson, and Pam Oliver on the call on Saturday on Fox.
Eagles minus 7.
Eagles minus 6.5.
Okay, so I still
old way. You're 2
for 2. Yep.
This is a good one. Saturday night. This is an 8:15. That is a late one. It is Packers at Bears. It is Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi on the call. Packers at Bears.
Packers minus 2.5.
Bears minus 1.5. I would have went with you. I would have went with you on that one.
So 2-1.
Sunday, by the way, a little preview of the scores on Friday. I'll be taking the Packers because the Bears don't ever beat the Packers when it matters, ever. All right?
Yes.
Fair. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Bills at Browns. Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn. Bills at Browns.
Bills minus 10.
Got it. It was 10.5 earlier, so it's come down a little bit.
Okay.
But good job out of you. New way 2-2. So old way you'd be 3-1. Chargers at Cowboys. Adam Amin, Drew Brees, and Christina Pink on the call. Chargers at Cowboys.
This feels like one of those 1.5 ones, but I don't really know who it'll be. Chargers are better, but they don't really beat anybody. Cowboys get the Cowboys 1.5.
Close. You had the right thought. Cowboys minus 2.5. Which that's a
nothing.
Yeah. All right. Now we are. This is a crazy one. Think about what you thought this one be and what it is. Chiefs at Titans. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins. The Chiefs playing their first meaningless December game since God knows when.
Before my second marriage.
It's a long time because they had
Pretty
Alex
sure
Smith.
That was 2016.
Yeah, I mean they had Alex Smith, and they
Before
were
mine
always
as
in
well.
the mix. When's the last time they played a meaningless December game in Kansas City? Long time. Long time. Chiefs at Titans.
Chiefs minus 3.
Old way you get it. Chiefs minus 3.5.
I had literally no idea what to do.
Is that
with
Minshew?
Yeah, Minshew.
Jeez.
Minshew, and they don't care.
Yeah. Who knows what that could be. Bengals at Dolphins. Bengals at Dolphins. Weird couple of weeks for Joe Burrow down there.
Bengals minus 3.
Bengals minus 4.5.
Actually, real quick, Kev, do you have that audio from Joe Burrow today?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and play that.
Is there any world in your mind where you're not the quarterback of the Bengals next year?
I can't see that, no.
Did you ever thought about the possibility of not being the quarterback here during your career, or?
You think about a lot of things.
Yeah. So I was talking to Ben Baby this morning about this, and he agreed. Joe doesn't say anything without intent.
Of course not.
So everything's measured. Everything's been thought through. He's an ultra smart dude. So him saying that as the follow up to that is,
yep.
Yeah, there's a purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants out.
I just don't know how they. I was trying to think. Like, is it Minnesota?
I don't know what it is.
With
I would
McCarthy
guess
and
it's going
picks
to be.
and
Yeah.
something like that. Is that? But I mean, if you're the Brown family and you trade Joe Burrow, just sell the team because
Yep.
nobody in Cincinnati will ever give you $1 again. There's no scenario where you can do that. I would say that he's probably as beloved down there as Bernie was here.
Yep.
I think it's on that level. I've asked people down there, like Pete Rose or Joe Burrow. Like, that is where he's at in Cincinnati. So that's good luck. Jets at Saints. Jets at Saints. Boy, this is yours. This is your inmate game of the week. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Rough.
Jets at Saints.
Super Bowl for drafting, though.
Yeah, big one for that.
Saints -5.
You just missed it. It's 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Shuck's looking all right though.
5-3 in the old way.
Yep. Vikes at G-Men. Vikings at G-Men.
Vikes -3.
Got it exactly. Good job out of you.
That's 3 of them.
You got 3. Bucks at Panthers. This is a big one. Buccaneers at Panthers.
Big one for Bo.
Massive one for me.
I feel like
NBC.
I have no idea. I think this is a 1.5 either way. My guess is Panthers losing to the Saints is going to make people unhappy. Bucks -1.5.
It's Bucks -3.
That doesn't make
which
sense.
doesn't make sense to me.
So I get nothing for that one.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's an odd number to me. All right, we're in the 4 o'clock slate now.
6-4 the old way.
3-7. Yep,
the new way.
Jaguars at Broncos. Jaguars at Broncos.
Broncos -3.5.
Get it the old way. Broncos -3.
Dang it! I changed it.
Broncos -3.
All right, 7-4.
I like the Broncos in that one.
Yeah.
Falcons at Arizona. Atlanta at Arizona. This is another bad one.
Arizona -2.5.
You could have convinced me of anything. It's Falcons -2.5. I have no idea why. No idea why. Steelers at Leos. Steelers at Leos.
Lions -3.
So I was going to give you a hint on this, and I was the hint I was going to make, but I didn't know if you would want it because sometimes I give you a hint and you overdo it. The hint I was going to say was this line reflects what you think of Pittsburgh.
Lions -7.
Got it. Gosh.
There we go. That's what I think. That feels right to me.
Yep. It's Lions -7.
God, Steelers. See, Vegas knows.
They know. Raiders at Texans. Raiders at Texan. Andrew Catalon, Charles Davis. By the way, Steelers at Lions was Nance and Romo.
Texans -14.
Old way you get it. It's Texans -14.5. 14.5 on that
7-5, 8-5, 9-5 the old way.
one. Sunday Night Football. Patriots at Ravens. Patriots at Ravens.
Ravens -3.
It is exactly that. But I don't know why.
That's 5.
Yeah. Or 4.
That's 5 right on.
Did you get 5 right on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lions.
5 right on.
5
Good
right
job
on.
to you. Oh, yeah, Leo's with the hint.
Yeah, with the hint.
All right, Monday Night Football. Niners at Colts. Niners at Colts.
Niners -5.5.
It's 6.5.
I had written
But you're
down
right
6
there.
and I crossed it out, so I didn't.
That's a
put
really
that
good
one.
showing out of you.
Strong. So 5-11 that way, and then this way 10-6. So that would have been.
It's brutal. It's brutal out there.
Well, it's very some of these numbers are tough.
They are.
Tough.
Mr. Siciliano going to join us coming up next. You'll listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. This season, check the Browns social channels daily to play our digital scratch-off game for your chance to win club seats and other great prizes presented by the Ohio Lottery, proud partner of your Cleveland Browns. Time to head out on that Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea Hotline. Twisted Tea, official sponsor of your Cleveland Browns. Keep it twisted, Cleveland, where we will find Mr. Siciliano, no doubt, feet up on some sort of a sofa, perhaps at the living room at Shutters on the Beach, probably noshing on some chips and guac, perhaps, enjoying the view, the Pacific. Just bursting in on him.
A prickly pear margarita, maybe?
Why would he not be?
Do you really take me as a in-season day drinking, hanging at Shutters kind of guy?
I hope so. That's what I would respond. It's a great view.
You're living the dream.
It's a great view. Those couches are comfortable. The Pacific is coming in.
Shutters is great.
The chips and guac are delicious. You got a Modelo. Who gets hurt? Little Modelo, heavy lime squeeze.
I am working hard like you guys.
By the way,
hard, and it's impossible to park at Shutters on a Wednesday.
That's also true.
Also true. I would tell you that that what I just described would be a little slice of heaven right now for me. I would chips, guac,
and I love both.
All those things would win, right?
Yeah.
But I'm doing a show every day too. I'm grinding at the house. Bo, you're grinding at the house.
I know.
For the other gig.
Yeah, I got a lot going on, but I still think I
feel
feel
like
like
a little excitement though. Little
chips.
I don't feel a little loose going into the big league podcast, making crazy takes.
This was my day this morning. Got up early, went to Trader Joe's. Just wild and crazy times. Working at the house.
I hear your voice.
Laundry.
Are you battling something?
No, do I sound like
Did it sound a little raspy?
I thought maybe it was for a second, but now I think he's
okay. All right. Well, I figured everybody.
Maybe I need the daytime mark.
I think everybody who endured the working environment that you and I endured is probably likely to end up.
Did you fear walking out of the booth Sunday that did you think there was a chance that permanent damage was done to your being by the cold?
Yes. No, I did not think there was permanent damage, but Nathan did, and I was listening on Monday, as always.
You're the one who said you think your toes are frostbitten. What are you talking about?
Long-time listener. I'm saying Nathan painted a great picture. It was you and me and Max Starks were walking through the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I am not kidding, somewhere over Colorado with 35,000 feet is when I finally got my toes, I think, to feel normal. Wow. But we weren't down there playing. I don't want people to think that,
it's easier.
Hard life, you're calling a game.
Oh, no. Don't say the playing. It's the people in the stands that you feel for. The players are playing sports. There's they have those areas on the sidelines that are warm. It's the fans in the stands that are
even the players
folks.
said that they couldn't. Normally it is like feel 70 in between the heaters. Even they said it was
because of the wind.
Is just too much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Miles, if you go listen to watch the Mic'd Up Miles Garrett on ClevelandBrowns.com, great job, Jeff McDaniel, putting that together. He says at one point, I can't feel my neck.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I can't feel. That's a real problem.
Yes.
Or the back of my neck, he said, because the cold air, exposed skin, back of my neck. And is it Isaiah McGuire, I think, or somebody goes, hey, welcome, dude, you're human. Like breaking news, you're human. We didn't realize you were, but you are.
This is going to resonate with you especially, and obviously I know you grew up a Browns fan, but considering where you grew up and your age, all of our age, and I remember this very, very well, do you remember Dexter Manley in that long sleeve shirt that he would wear that had the stripes on it, the white stripes? And that was I just remember that was the epitome of how to dress in cold.
Yeah.
Was Dexter Manley playing for the Redskins in those days.
Dexter Manley.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that.
Him and Charles Mann.
Yeah.
Formidable.
I once sat behind Dexter Manley at the movie theater. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Yeah.
What movie?
Do you remember?
Robin Williams' Awakenings. Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
I would not have had that on the bingo card for you and Dexter Manley.
That was not on the bingo card. It was in high school.
I would have thought maybe Roadhouse.
No, not Roadhouse. Dexter Manley sat in front of me and used to sell golf balls to Charles Mann. I worked at the driving range.
Really?
As a kid, yeah.
Those were some squads, man.
Yeah. This is why we got to get you on the golf. It's in your blood. It's in your history to be a golfer.
I ran the batting cages, and then I would go run the tractor while people I'm not accusing Charles Mann or Dexter Mann.
People definitely were trying to hit you. Charles Mann, if he was there hitting balls, he was trying to hit you.
I don't think it was him. No, they were good guys, but people tried to hit the kid.
A lot of good guys would try to do that
with the picker. Yeah, that was
you're in a cage basically.
So
you were
too.
safe.
Yeah, I think that's
just
it's like a
practicing
target.
targets. Yeah, it's a target, moving target.
This is not back then. It was not the picker that you see today at Topgolf, like this state of the art, well protected thing out there. This was a tractor, stick shift, with a couple of pieces of plywood and some chicken wire,
yeah, that's great.
Chicken coop wire out there protecting yours truly, trying to not grind the gears on that on that tractor too much.
You know what pleases me is that you can drive a stick.
A tractor stick.
Yeah.
Pleases me
they're all kind of the same as long as you can
the
figure
clutches on a
clutches
tractor
all
the
the same. Yeah, it's all the same.
Oh, then I could do
Yeah.
it.
I miss driving stick, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
I mean, it's not fun in modern traffic, but yes, it is fun.
Tune into the Browns preview show tonight with Corey Bojorquez talking about his love of driving a stick, but he doesn't have one right now.
Corey
So you got to get back in
drives
there.
stick?
And then he
He
besmirched our
California.
Teslas.
What was his problem with that?
He hates them.
Oh, that's sad.
I said it's the closest thing to driving a stick, even though it's gearless, because you actually can control the car the way you want to. You can drive the car.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. You think driving a Tesla is the closest thing to driving stick?
Not in the sense of the fact that you clearly have to do nothing, but in the sense that you can control the car very quickly. With an automatic car with transmission, you can't get it to go quote unquote downshift so you could zoom past somebody. You can't get it to you can't use the gears to slow yourself down. In a Tesla, you can take your foot off the gas and it really slows you down immediately, or you can floor it as if you dropped it into second, zoom whenever you want. So you can actually drive the car and you have the control of it that you would have in a stick that you cannot have in a traditional automatic that has gears.
Cosign.
I mean, I guess, but it also feels like driving a golf cart.
It is. It's an unbelievable golf cart. It's a golf cart of the highest order.
Yeah. Hey, I want to ask you this. I posed this to Z on Monday, and
Changing gears.
We asked Hoff about this too. How do you define success for this team the last 3 games?
It's a good question. Obviously, I think the Myles Garrett record is a huge part of it, but you want to be far more than just a future display in Canton, and on a personal level, you want Myles to get it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to see. You want to see, you hope to see Shador Sanders taking a step in the right direction. I thought he was great today in the podium, guys. I know you just played a huge chunk of it. I thought he said all the right things. I want to win. It's about finding easy completions. I want to hunt downfield, but I also got to find more completions on the short stuff, the easy stuff. Somebody said, are they trying to to fool you defensively, disguising coverages? He says, yeah, that's modern defense. That's how you play in the NFL. You always try to confuse the quarterback. But I thought he said all the right things. I thought you saw a mature, with-it guy in the podium today who has the right goals in mind. So win games, but at the same time, see Shador play better. Nothing has changed from a week ago when he had this conversation. We all had this conversation, rather, and that is what a world it would be next year if you don't have to use your 2 first-round picks or package one of those picks to go find a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Last week was not a good week. Shador said, first question, what do you need? I need to play better, period. Yep. And I think that remains the same.
What would it take in your mind to, over the next 3 games, for you to be like, yes, we can have that dream scenario where we say, yep, we can go into this next season and use those picks on a wide receiver and a tackle, which are sorely needed?
I think you know it when you see it, but it's hard to quantify before you see it. Almost like a relationship, right? Hey, you know it. This is right. How do you know it's going to be right? I don't know. You're just going to know. And I don't think there's a statistical floor we need to put, or bar rather, that he needs to hit. I don't think there's a number of wins that he needs to hit. I don't think there's a quarterback rating. I mean, what the heck is passer rating anyway that he needs to hit, or QBR made-up stat that he needs to hit? You just know it when you see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the nuance of that. I think the follow-up is this a long enough runway to know?
So this is start 5 or 4? Hold on.
This will be his 5th start.
5th start, 4
Fifth
games.
Start.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
You're
have
going to
8.
get 3 more, God willing. That's going to be 8. That's going to be half a season. Is half a season a good enough measuring stick? I think it's a good enough or a long enough runway to get a feel for it and to trust your gut with it. But there isn't how many Peyton Manning threw 35 picks his rookie year. So you want to see a bigger sample size. We're in the microwave your quarterback world where, oh, nope, rookie contract. I don't see it. Get him out of here. I hope that's not how we're viewing him.
Yep.
I hope it's not. But if you're going to have the 2 number 1 picks, there are going to be quarterbacks that you, meaning the NFL collectively, not just the Browns, will inevitably fall in love with between now and the 3rd Thursday in April. But you need to, I think, step back and get a bigger view for it and try to figure out a long-term plan.
Do you think there is, when you look at this draft coming up and then you think about the 2027 draft, and we know some of the people that will certainly be in that one, not just quarterbacks, but Jeremiah Smith, for example, do you think that we're going to see in this draft process teams trying to load up for that following draft? Not just the Browns, just
like
in general.
Yeah, just like we did last year. The Rams, when the Falcons called and said we wanted to move up for James Pierce and we'll give you next year's number 1, they went, well, sure, okay, because we've got an eye on number 1 next year as well, having no idea what Matthew Stafford was going to do, and now that is a top 10 pick. I think absolutely teams will trade out this year, and I know we're a couple months out, trade out this year with an eye on 2027. How about just look at the terms with which we describe it? And you guys talk every day. College Football Nate talks every day about the changing landscape in college football. USC, when it announced that Maiyava was coming back this coming season next year, it said basically they've agreed to a new deal with Jordan Maiyava.
Yeah.
Not he won't enter the draft
No.
or forego years of eligibility. We've agreed to terms with our starting quarterback, basically.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that is it's illegal to do so. They're not binding.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Those contracts aren't binding.
He can do whatever he
so
wants.
he's doing whatever he wants. It's against the rules, whatever. No one's there to implement them.
Sure.
Or to enforce them.
There
But
are no rules.
No, of course. But it's nuts. We're in it's absolutely crazy what's going on. And quite honestly, I thought about that with Archu this week. Like I said, he's come back, which, by the way, he didn't play well enough to where he would go high. But still, he's making $6.5 million living in Austin playing for Texas.
Yeah. Having that
Why does
time
he
of
want
his
to go
life.
do this?
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Austin recently?
I've never been ever.
Not within, probably
I've heard it's great,
once
but I
within the
haven't.
last 5 years for
I was
24-hour
there in
whirlwind.
March.
What'd you think?
It's awesome.
Yeah, good.
I don't know why I would if I'm Arch, I'd want to keep living in Austin.
Yeah.
As long as you can. All right, so it's going to be warmer here Sunday, buddy.
35? I saw.
That's going to feel balmy.
Yeah, you guys.
Balmy.
I really think that
Hoodies and vests.
What we had in Chicago, the most difficult cold booth situation ever.
Well, when I saw the garage
Possible.
door, I thought, you're in trouble.
It was nuts.
That was crazy.
Max
man.
Stark came in at halftime. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Is your heater working? We're dying." I'm like, "Yeah, tough."
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you. Look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Enjoy the sun and the
enjoy the
margs.
sun and the margs and the chips and
Guac.
guac and everything else.
And I'm hanging with you guys next Monday.
That's exciting.
Oh, baby.
Perfect. We look forward to it.
Sticking around.
22nd, big day.
Holiday
Big day.
cheer.
Huge. All right, pal.
Huge.
See you, buddy.
Good night now.
Browns preview show tonight, 7 to 8, University Hospitals, Cleveland Browns Radio Network, Bjorquez, Siciliano, Fontana, and Cherry previewing the Browns and the Bills. And, of course, Dr. Z. Well, some.
Not always, of course, just this week.
Just this week. Thanks for listening, everybody. Cleveland Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland.